Hey, what's up everybody? Daniel here from NeverEnoughTech. As you can see, I just received the $1,800 newly released Samsung 9.1.4 546 watt HW Q950T, Samsung's current flagship soundbar system. Right off the bat, let's say, I've seen less abused boxes. Always fills you with confidence when the box looks like it owes people money. Here's my Sonos Arc box. Just saying. I am definitely planning a full in-depth review of the Q950T, but for now, I thought I would show off what comes in the box. To help provide some reference, I'll be throwing in some comparisons to the Q90R, Samsung's previous flagship soundbar system, that, hint hint, is now selling for $800 less than the Q950T. Alright, got the box open. The soundbar is right on top. Let's move it out of the way. We got the wireless sub, and the surrounds. All of it is placed in 3 self-contained units. Let's start with the appetizer, the boring box with cables and such. It's not even an appetizer, it's like a complimentary salad that's probably going to be your vegetable for the day, so you should eat it. I truly believe I nailed the audition for the most awkward reveal here. I dare you to match. So for wires, we got an HDMI cable, 2 power cords. Seems that they could have put all 4 power cords that I'll need in this box, but whatever. A 2-piece wall mount with 2 screws and 2 screw holder thingies, and a measure guide for the wall mount. But wait, hold up. Samsung, with their $1,800 sound system, has decided to go cheap and is depriving us of the 2 screws we'll need to join the mount to the wall. Whatever, Samsung. There was enough extra room in that box for 2 more screws and 2 anchors. We got a remote with batteries. Okay, you got some stickies for the bottom of the soundbar, if being placed on a TV stand, and an owner's manual. When it comes to this kind of Samsung product, I suggest you dig deep and find that nerd living in you that is willing to skim it, as there are lots of little Easter eggs you would never find otherwise. Unless I suppose you watch my reviews. Okay, I see the other 2 power cords we'll need peeking through in the surround speaker styrofoam mats. Let's get the whole supporting cast together. Nice photo for the workers that keep the whole thing running. Alrighty, let's take a look at the 2 surrounds. They are both 4.7 by 8.3 by 5.6 inches. Both surrounds weigh 4.6 pounds. The surrounds are 70 watts each with a 35 watt forward and 35 watt upward firing driver. So both are a 1.0.1 speaker. Other than the shaved top edges, the only styling characteristic is the quadrat fabric cover with the Samsung logo. It's not a luxurious fabric, it is coarse and functional. I'll let you decide if it's stylish. I get the impression these speakers are meant to be hidden or blend. The sides of the speakers are blank and flat, nothing there. The back is unremarkable with the typical link button that you should not have to use. But make sure to reference the back for identifying which is the left and which is the right surround. The bottom has 4 friction feet and a power port, and a crevasse for the power cord. I'll say the surrounds have an overall hollow, cheapish feel. These surround speakers are practically identical to the Q90R surrounds. The Q90R surrounds are 0.2 pounds lighter and have a plastic grill cover instead of a fabric cover. Alright, let's unleash the sub. The dimensions are 15.87 inches in height and depth, and the sub is 8.07 inches wide. It's 21.6 pounds. The sub has an 8-inch 160 watt driver. The 2 defining styling characteristics of the sub are 1, the smooth air hole we are gazing at, the least cheap feeling part of the sub, and the quadrat fabric covering the speaker. Still pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that exactly correct. The front of the sub is blank except for the Samsung logo. The side opposite the speaker is completely blank and flat. Just like the surrounds, it has a cheapish feel. But it seems the sub has come to me slightly damaged. What is this sticking out, cardboard? What's that wood cheaper than plywood? As with the surrounds, we are dealing with a nearly identical sub to the Q90R. It is a 1/5 of an inch narrower and has replaced the hideous foam cover with a more durable and visually pleasing fabric cover. Alright, the soundbar, the main event, uncovered. I'll be honest, I was hoping for a bit of a heart flutter here. It didn't come. The soundbar is 48.5 inches long, 2.7 inches tall, and 5.4 inches deep. It is 15.7 pounds. I'd say the primary design characteristic are the 2 angled front edges, making the soundbar an irregular hexagonal prism. I will not apologize. The secondary design characteristic is the quadrant fabric covering the top and front of the speaker, the same fabric as the surrounds and sub. Again, it's a very tough and chafing fabric. This is not fabric you would want to wear. Some additional aesthetic flair comes from the uninterrupted horizontal grille lines connecting the angled sides with the left and right sides. The soundbar all by itself is a 7.0.2 channel system with a left, center, center right, wide right and right channel, and left and right upward firing drivers on the top. The wide channel drivers on the angled sides are the big update, as it's the first 7.x soundbar Samsung has released. The soundbar has 15 drivers, 12 woofers, and 3 tweeters. Each woofer is 18 watts and each tweeter is 10 watts. So it is a 246 watt bar. If you add the 160 watt sub and the 270 watt surrounds, you get the 9.1.4 channel 546 watt system. The top of the bar has 4 click controls, a power/function/input button, your volume controls, and a speaker mute/unmute button for the integrated voice assistant. The status display is on the top, nestled between the physical controls. The display is just a little oval that can fit at most, I'm seeing, 6 characters at a time. I'll get into more detail on what the display shows in my full review. I'll just riff and say a display that you can't normally see from where you're sitting seems like a great way for the customer to practice their soundbar mind reading skills. The back of the bar is mostly plastic with a bit of fabric rollover on the ends. The back does point out that the soundbar supports Dolby Atmos and DTS:X. The bottom of the bar is plastic. You have your power port on the left side, if looking at the bar from the front, and the connectivity ports on the right side. So for connectivity, you get an eARC port, 2 HDMI pass-through ports, and an optical port. The Q950T soundbar distinguishes itself from the Q90R soundbar in numerous ways. 1. With the addition of the wide-angle channels. 2. Shaving off about 4 pounds. 3. Shaving off about 0.6 inches in height, perhaps blocking less of your TV screen, if on a TV stand. 4. Returning the metal grille for the more domesticated upholstered aesthetic. 5. Moving the display from the front right side on the Q90R to the top side of the bar towards the back, and dramatically shrinking the size of the display. Well, I think I provided a fairly good overview of what's in the box and how it compares on a surface level to the Q90R. For extra fun, I thought I would compare the size of the Q950T to the other soundbars I have laying around. Here you can see how the Q950T sizes up literally to the Sonos Beam, Sonos Playbar, and Sonos Arc. It's longer than all of them. If it were sitting on this table, it would look nearly identical in length, being just 0.2 inches shorter than the Q950T. Okay, so the hard work starts now on the full review of the Q950T. So I'm going to wrap up this video. Please don't forget to follow through on these thoughtful gestures if you feel I earned it. Catch you on the next one.